chosen by Swami Ramju for honing Lakshman's spiritual faculties after his demise.
Then they made their minds to ask Swami Mahatma. She said, Swami Mahatma won't come here to teach you because he does not move from his room. I said, I will go. Fix with him and I will go. Then my father went to him and requested him if Lakshmanjoo wants to read that the songs of Utpala Deva with you, would you accept him as your disciple? He said, sure. Ask him to come to me.
And so began Lakshman's apprenticeship under Swami Mehtab Kak. After 2 years of intense practice, Swami Mehtab Kak took Lakshmanjoo to the nearby shrine of Mangaleshwar Bhairav, one of the 8 protector deities guarding Kashmir. It was here, surrounded by the sacred mulberry tree, dabbled with vermilion, that Lakshman's initiation happened. He was just 17. Interestingly, Lakshmanjoo proved so diligent in his yogic practices that he acquired what might have taken others years to accomplish in just a month. Thus began his new dilemma.
Then, after some time, I asked him, something came in my mind that I want to sit alone. I don't want to sit in householders. I asked him, will you ask my father to give me a small room, separately. There is so land. In secluded corner of that land, he could construct a small room for me. I would meditate all the time.
Swami Mehtab Kak did meet Pandit Narayan Das with the request. But when 1 month passed and the promised room nowhere in sight, Lakshmanjoo decided to heed his inner call. One morning, he quietly slipped away from his house with just a few clothes and some bedding.
Somebody says that broad liver, so anyway. So liver broad or what? Pani herki. And then a Scott Gassak. Then a Bagatai Matham Kakastis. Chatpur. Then as we get then as Mishta and never came. बस मी कर्मच कामा छेत्री हनाथस क्या ये चोला पड़ी बहुत ये support.
Yet even in his flight for spiritual attainment, Lakshmanjoo couldn't bear to hurt his family. He wrote, "Dear brothers, I'm leaving for meditation. Kindly take care of our parents." The other letter addressed to his father read, "My dear father, I'm leaving in search of the Supreme. Please forgive me." Although Lakshmanjoo had initially intended escaping to the forests of Sadhu Ganga, he had to break his journey in Sopore, where he was spotted.
Dinanath Patel, there was it catches Palan, things much rather never. I got Sopore to the Katabal. Mas Kuruk Ban Sopore. Sopore did the person brogas. Patalomuk Sopore, that just the Kakas Matamal, Ganj. Tami was Rotamut, Sugar Ganj. Then was Rotamut, then was Garanumut. But I'm going to say, side रिश्तेदार गया साइड ताकि थे वो चुक तब ना तो काम चु बस आना कहीं मैं कहीं मैं परमेश्वर दमनस में क्या कर दमनस घास में कस छक में आन में कहीं मैं परमेश्वर में कहीं बस मैं भी थिगन सारी कइस ध्यान द्रायस दे दमनस बकोत गस मैं जनाक्स नारा दत्रावत वो छनेरान वो छानगिस वो होत द्राय सारी थिगन कइस बुत करन लब कुन सारी कोन लखरो मान छ दादा याताइत दमनस मैं गस साद माइलन गई साद माइलन
Lakshmanjoo did return, but only at Swami Mehtabkak and his mother's insistence, and that too to Chandpura, near the Guru's ashram. Although Chandpura today wears a deserted look since the outbreak of terrorism, it was here that Lakshmanjoo finally immersed himself in his meditative practices. Today, the ancient Bhuvaneshwari temple and the once beautiful Ragna Devi temple are probably the only links to its once tranquil past. Somehow the lure of Sadhu Ganga proved too strong for him, and this time he left for the place with the permission of his master. Perched on the slope of a mountain, Sadhu Ganga, as the name suggests, was frequented by ascetics in search of tranquility. Legend has it that a saint once brought Ganga to this place for his salvation. It was at Sadhu Ganga that Swamiji experienced for the first time Chit Kundalini. He was sitting when it was aroused, and he fell, overwhelmed by the enormity of the experience. Sadhu Ganga barely resembles the haven it once was. The wooden shrine that many frequented once now wears a deserted look. Abandoned to the vagaries of time and terrorism, a memorial to a not-so-distant era. Lakshman finally shifted back to Namchibal in 1926. It was a two-story house that his father built for him near his factory. It was here that he studied under Pandit Maheshwarnath Razdan, Sanskrit grammar and texts of Kashmir Shaiv philosophy. Swamiji's scholarship had by now begun manifesting itself. In 1933, he wrote a book, The Geetarth Sangrah, on Abhinav Gupta's unique interpretation of the Bhagavad Gita.
मोरबल कारखानस पटाई शारिका देवी दो मालिक सत्यास यवान पारिंग मालिक सत्यास यवान पारिंग 10 वरिश कोर तमिस आज मास यिथ कन बेस फेरन सिगित इथे कन ओस दोहा यवान मालिक सत दोहा अभ्यास करित गसान.
Later one day, Swamiji took Sharika ji, soon to be his foremost disciple, to Hari Parbat. Pointing to the rocks there, he told her, "These are not mere rocks that you see over there. They are all divine beings, gods and goddesses." And when Sharika ji looked around, she had the vision of all those divine beings. After nearly 7 years, Swami Lakshmanjoo left Namchibal in 1934 for the more serene Ishwar Hills. Situated near the side of a murmuring stream, the peace and tranquility of the place was a far cry from the hustle and bustle of his earlier habitat. The ashram too, with its sprawling orchards, abundance of trees, lush green lawns, and rows of multi-hued flowers, completed the picture of self-sufficiency Swamiji had envisioned for the place. Sharika Devi too moved into a house adjacent to the ashram. Like her guru, she too had decided to remain celibate all her life. She was soon joined by her younger sister, Prabhaji, into Swamiji's fold.
फिर सबसे पहले उन्होंने मुझे गीता संग्रह का पाठ करा। पहले शाम पंचाशिका पढ़ाई, उसका उन्होंने कश्मीरी में अनुवाद करके पढ़ाते थे। हम ऊपर के आश्रम में रहते थे, यहाँ से वो 2-2.5 मील की ऊंचाई पर है। हमारा अपना मकान भी था। हम सुबह 4 बजे उनके पास जाया करते थे पढ़ने के लिए। 4 बजे से 6 बजे तक तंत्रा लोग पढ़ते थे। उसके बाद थोड़ा सा अभ्यास करते थे। उसके बाद फिर कहते जाओ तुम, अब हम अपना काम करेंगे, तुम अपना काम करो।
In 1940, an event of great significance occurred in Swamiji's life. While visiting his old ashram at Namchibal, he experienced the Shat Chakra Bhedan, the piercing of the 6 wheels, the highest experience a yogic aspirant can hope to achieve. By now, the fusion of the saint and scholar in Swamiji gave a mature poise to his personality. Ungrudgingly, he started revealing to the multitudes pouring in the secrets of the most sacred of non-dual Shaiv texts.
तत्र प्रथमं नरेश्वर वेदवादि प्रातिपक्षेन चैतन्य परमार्थता शिव एव विश्वस्य आत्मा इति आदिश्यति. He exposes here that the reality of universe is real self, and the sutra is Chaitanyam Atma. The supreme consciousness is the reality of everything. Niji Shakti Vai Bhavubarat Anduchatushtayam Yidam Vibhagenam Shakti Hirmaya Prakriti Prithvi Jeti Prabhavidam Prabhonam. Prabhu, now Lord Shiva has Prabhavitam created. Four andas, 4 circles of this universe. Shaktand, Mayand, Prakritand and Prithvyand. The 5th is Shanta Kala. Nivritti Kala, Pratisha Kala, Vidya Kala and Shanta Kala. 5th is Shanta Cheta Kala. In Shanta Cheta Kala, there are no worlds. Shanta Cheta Tabhavaneva. Shanta Cheta Kala is without any world. There is no world, there is only glamour of Lord Shiva.
It wasn't too long before his parents, Pandit Narayan Das and Arnimal, came to live with him. With old age catching up, they needed someone who would look after them with care.
I cannot imagine anybody serving his parents like that. I still remember he would not allow any nurse to come anywhere near my grandmother, but I remember him. He would do everything for them. He would give them a bath. They were almost, crippled and bedridden, but he would do everything.
Despite all his efforts, his mother passed away after a brief illness in June 1947. This was followed by his father's demise in January 1948. It seemed like a period of bereavement for Swamiji, for it was only a few years earlier in 1943 that his guru Swami Mehtab Kak had attained Mahasamathi.